everyone.
The blitzer. So he knew that the safety coming from the middle was going to have to cover ground.
Guess what? Today's start date is Saturday, November 3rd. Guess what? Yeah, I'm surprised for all you highway fans out there. We're gonna drive outside of Grand Rapids today. Hey, Dad. It's cool today and cloudy. You know that, Dad? Yep. It's 42 degrees.
It's overcast. Wind's coming out of the southwest with 13 knots.
Enjoying the nice drive on the road. That's all that matters. Western Michigan. What do you think of Western Michigan, Dad?
I love Western Michigan.
I love it too. Do you like the university?
What?
Western Michigan University.
No. Suck.
Yeah, it's like Michigan.
Big M, go blow.
U of M, go blow. Alright. This is plays Illinois today.
ESPN. At Ohio State.
Did you know that Denard Robinson is out of the game against Minnesota? Did?
No, I didn't.
Getting off at M-11.
Looks like this 45-yard touchdown pass is going to stand. The Minnesota player, after DeLeo made the catch, and it was clear he made the catch, it was well after he was down, made a big hit on DeLeo, so they're going to get, I think, 15 for unsportsmanlike. Touchdown. Ooh, I thought he was going to get 15 for unsportsmanlike, hitting DeLeo after he basically had caught the football. Then they picked the flag up. That surprises me there.
But DeLeo somehow got open through all that scrambling by Devin Gardner. A 45-yard touchdown pass, and now Brendan Gibbons can tie the ball game with the extra point. 91 yards in 12 plays, and Gibbons throws the PAT straight through there.
And you got to give Devin Gardner a lot of credit, Frank, being able to keep his eyes downfield while running back there, extending the play, and finding DeLeo behind the Minnesota secondary.
Game's tied 7-7. Michigan and Minnesota. This is the Michigan IMG Sports Network. Meet Sarah Swarth, teacher, Ken McLaren, Healthland Clinic.
My experience with McLaren so far has been very positive. They seem to be very concerned with having happy customers. I've received many calls from customer service representatives asking how my experience has been, so I feel like I've been valued as a customer. I would absolutely recommend McLaren to other teachers. I've been able to save a lot of money, and I've also been able to maintain very high level of collection service. So far, I would give McLaren Healthland an A.
Ask your employer about McLaren Healthland, your choice for affordable.
Going across Chicago Drive.
This election, Michigan has a number of ballot proposals to vote on. Proposal 6 would require a statewide vote on a new government bridge to Canada. Voting yes on 6 means they can't build a bridge.
Me and
without
Zach
tax
are
dollars
going to
unless we
Quaker
approve it.
Steak
So we get to choose
Lube.
whether to finance a bridge or fund other priorities like jobs, schools, police officers, and firefighters. It's up to us. Vote yes on 6 because on big decisions like the bridge, the voters should decide. Paid for by the people should decide, a Michigan ballot committee.
This is Michigan, and when you bank with Flagstar, you're choosing to keep your money right here in Michigan. You're choosing to trust the largest bank, still headquartered right here in our state. You're allowing your savings to be reinvested into the cities where you live and the businesses where you work. And best of all, when you bank with Flagstar, you're keeping your money away from those Buckeye banks. Visit Flagstar.com or look for a branch on your next drive, and you'll probably see two. Flagstar Bank, member FDIC, and remember, this is Michigan. This is Michigan football on One Radio.
Go Minnesota.
Brad Law in the IMG Network studios. Our perfect drive of the game brought to you by the Detroit Area Audi Dealers. Visit them at DetroitAreaAudiDealers.com today. And guys, how's this for an answer? 12 plays, 91 yards, capped by the 45-yard touchdown from Gardner to DeLeo. It's a drive that featured the first down of the game and a timely drive for points as well to respond to the Minnesota touchdown.
Indeed, 7-7 with 7:50 remaining in the first half now. And that'll quiet this crowd a little bit, too. Let's go down to Crash.
Yeah, guys, I've been standing behind the Minnesota defense, and quite frankly, receivers just haven't been getting open downfield for Devin Gardner. On that particular play, it was Michael Carter, the senior captain, who bit up on the run when Devin created some time, leaving DeLeo wide open. He had his hand in the air at about the 25, and by the time the ball came down, it was in the back of the end zone. Carter and Denard Robinson had quite a few laughs at the coin flip like they were old friends, and because they are. Carter from Pompano Beach, Florida, just up the road from Denard and Deerfield Beach.
Here they are, playing 40-degree weather. Here comes the kickoff and returned by KJ May, and the speedster races up the left side, gets to the sideline, out over the 35 to the 40. A flag comes in late as May is finally ridden out of bounds at the Minnesota 45-yard line. Boy, a great run back by KJ May. That'll be his longest of the year. Hedman, 27 yards.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit. Number 22 of the receiving team, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Wow, you talk about big mistakes. There's a huge call going against Jeremy Baltazar, the backup defensive back.
Boy, they had great field position out over their 40.
They were at the 45, now they're on the 30.
Nearly midfield, and now back to their own 30. So you're right. that field position, and it's been a battle today. Michigan turned it around just in their last possession, and here Minnesota was able to get it back, and then the penalty kind of hurt them. Hey, Health Plus urges you to see your doctor every year, everybody. It can save your life. Health Plus, the right plan for a healthier you.
We're getting a timeout down on the field. Michigan 7, Minnesota 7. You're listening to Michigan football.
One of the greatest albums of all time, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Its hypnotic tones make one fall back into a trance. While the clock ticks away your day, Saturday night before you go to bed, Wood Radio reminds you, fall back. It's the end of daylight savings time.
At Meijer, you can get any cut of certified Angus beef at prices you may expect to pay for most USDA choice, which means you enjoy the highest quality beef at low Meijer prices. So you save on every package of ground chuck, every strip steak, and every fillet you buy. With certified Angus beef at low Meijer prices, you get the highest quality
There was a
beef
family
at
fair over there.
everyone can enjoy, which
Look
means
at that.
you might need a bigger grill.
Do you see that, Dad?
Experience the savings, experience the
Which you
difference.
prefer better?
Meijer.
Jane H.
Michigan football
or Family Fair?
on Wood Radio.
Jane H.
Seven our score. Minnesota striking on a 10-yard pass on the opening play of this second quarter from freshman quarterback Philip Nelson to his H-back John Rabe. And then Devin Gardner keeping a play
And
alive
to your
with
left,
his feet, finding
there is
G. Dillon
Wyoming
wide
City
open
Hall.
in the end zone from 45 yards
Right, Dad?
away to knock things up at 7. And now the Gophers have the football back on their own 30 after a penalty. On the return, moved them back from the 45. Well, Keith Heitzman seeing more and more time in that defensive front, Brando. He's in there again now at Brennan Byer. They're bracketing the two tackles, Quinton Washington and Will Campbell. Kenny Devins back in at middle linebacker. And you got James Ross III checking in now in place of Desmond Morgan against a little bit of a rest. Freshmen have made such a great contribution this year. 12 different freshmen have played for the Wolverines.
They really have, and that's the way it's going to be. These kids are getting a lot of experience this year, and they've had to step up and do the job.
All right, here we go now. Philip Nelson, the freshman quarterback, has Donnell Kirkwood, the running back, to his left in the pistol. Line of scrimmage the 30 at the left hash. Nelson's going to throw. Pumps once to the right. Completes it out there to Marquise Gray, the former
Here's some old Plaza.
And he's tackled immediately by J.T. Floyd after a gain of 6.
As you can see.
You got to make sure on that tackle with him, don't you?
He is a big lad, 6'5", 250. I mean, he is something else. He's freakish size-wise and very, very athletic. Played
Another red
quarterback
light.
here. Began the year at the quarterback spot.
They've started 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Gray has started. Then they went to Max Shortell, the sophomore, who's got his first career start against Michigan last year. Here's the jet sweep. Flags fly as the play unfolds, and we may have had movement up front.
Ball start, offense, number 63, 5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
That's tough for the center to false start. He must have double clutched the snap there, huh? I didn't see it.
He could have, and one of those things, when you're in a shotgun like that, you can arch your back or you can kind of hunch up a little bit like you're going to snap the football, and that's considered false start. The other thing Michigan is doing is Jordan Kovacs saw that play coming and was yelling
towards
out to his
131.
defense at the time, make sure you watch the jet sweep.
So the ball's back on the 31.
On M-11 East.
They're going to run the ball out of the full house backfield with Thompson going left, and what a play.
They locally call it 28th Street here in Grand Rapids.
And making a tackle on the big back Thompson.
Technically in
he was almost knocked off his feet, and Thomas Gordon finished
Wyoming,
the play
Michigan.
off.
Well, that's what Jake Ryan has to do. You got
Exact.
to take on the block, don't get knocked down, get back up to your feet, and disengage from that
131.
blocker and get back up in the play. Ryan did that time and made a tackle for a loss of a yard.
That's 14 out of 15 games Ryan's had a tackle for loss now. Down and 10. Michigan, 7 men at the line of scrimmage. They're going to only rush 4. Nelson's pass to the right side. A great play by J.T. Floyd. Diving out in front of the receiver, Brandon Green, to bat it away.
Right there.
He nearly got a pick.
But that's the throw that you ask your quarterback to make, and you see whether he has
that right there. US 131 reminds me of that freeway of Interstate 75 in Cincinnati. I saw it on Google Earth.
Gave J.T. Floyd that time he needed to jump the route and make the play.
75 in Cincinnati.
So Christian Eldred put it away to Jeremy Gallen.
What year was that?
Minnesota 30. Eldred's kick is a beauty. Oh, he hammered this one. Gallen back. Over the ball to 17. Picks it up all the way back to the 10. Now races left with room. 15 out to the 20. Oh, my goodness. There's a block in the back out there. That was completely unnecessary.
That's Frank Beckman, radio voice of the Michigan Wolverines, right there.
Out to about the 32 is going to come back.
Yep, that's just a bad decision by Marvin Robinson.
You can see it coming from up here, Brandon.
You could. And we'll listen to the call first.
Illegal block in the back. Receiving team. Number 3. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
And the rule of thumb on something like that is if you're a player, you can read the name on the player's back and his jersey. Don't touch him. Marvin didn't hear that rule, I guess.
So we got a timeout on the field. Michigan 7, Minnesota 7. This is the Michigan IMG Sports Network. This is Michigan, and when you bank with Flagstar, you're choosing to keep your money right here in Michigan. You're choosing to trust the largest bank, still headquartered right here in our state. You're allowing your savings to be reinvested into the cities where you live and the businesses where you work.
That's the Kellogg's.
And best of all, when you bank with Flagstar,
one of the headquarters in Grand Rapids.
From those Buckeye banks. Visit Flagstar.com or look for a branch on your next drive, and you'll probably see two. Flagstar Bank, member FDIC, and remember, this is Michigan.
The option offense. From a single formation, the quarterback can keep the ball, hand it off, or pass it. Tricky logistics, but options create opportunities that can change the game. UPS knows all about logistics and all about options. One example, we give you and your customers the option to offset the carbon impact of your shipments for just pennies per package. Logistics is our game. See how we can help yours at the new logistics.com/football.
Yep, that's
UPS,
to the left.
Official logistics partner of the NCAA.
You're busy running your business, and handling payments is just a small part of what you do. Providing payments guidance and expertise is all we do. We're the Payments Authority. Moving money in a timely, efficient manner is vital to your bottom line. If you want to make improvements, write fewer checks, and reduce risk and costs, we can help.
Heavy traffic on
Every trade
M-11.
has an association they rely on for industry expertise. We're the Association for Payments People. Become a member for just $99 a year. To learn more, visit thepaymentsauthority.org. That's thepaymentsauthority.org.
Michigan football is brought to you by Arby's. Try Arby's 3 cheese and bacon sandwich with your choice of Angus or turkey. Get yours today. And McLaren Health Plan, your choice for affordable quality
You
care.
been to Quaker Steak Lube before?
WOOD-FM Mesquite.
I've eaten before at the Quaker Steak Lube down in Columbus, but not here at the Quaker Steak Lube in Grand Rapids.
What did you get? Their own 19. Minnesota
On those
starting position, their own 43.
Bullets wings
Game tied at
with
7.
that hot
Absol Pure is Michigan's
the,
favorite spring water, an official bottled water of the Michigan
wild
Wolverines.
sauce.
So
That was
if you're
good.
interested, go to absolpure.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Michigan IMG Sports Network.
West Michigan's news, weather, traffic, and Wolverine station. News Radio Wood 1300 and 106.9 FM.
Well, this new stadium, Brando, first time we have visited here. It's 4 years old. You can look down the street and see where the old Memorial Stadium used to be. Went out of existence after the 81 season. Nice new stadium here.
Very
It's
nice.
just over 50,000.
We got the new Meyer here.
805.
Look at that.
Very nice new stadium. Really like the scoreboards, and it's intimate.
There's a counter play to Toussaint out of the gun, running left. Got space, 15, and then he ran right into a defender and goes down, and a flag comes flying. A Stoutermeyer made the hit.
Boy, Michigan's just shooting themselves in the foot again. Here's a holding call against Jeremy Gallen. This is going to go out. I mean, Fitz had some room over there, and Gallen held on.
Offense, number 10, half the distance to the goal. Repeat, first down.
They call it a block in the back, and that'll be the third penalty on the Wolverines. So they've had a turnover, 3 penalties, a 22-yard punt.
Yeah, Michigan's not doing very well, aren't they?
They're 7-7 on the scoreboard.
They suck,
though, and
don't
really
they?
Somehow.
Given
Big M, go blow.
where they've been, field position, turnovers, penalties, that's pretty amazing. It's a tie game at 7.
The penalties walked off from the point of the foul, so the ball's only placed on the 9 for 1 yard. First down at 11. Out of the I formation. Gardner rolling right. Look out. He's throwing under heavy pressure and completes it to Roundtree at the 25-yard line. He's tackled immediately by Vereen. It'll be a first down. Boy, what a throw as Brendan Beal, the middle linebacker, came on a blitz and nearly got home.
The interesting thing what Devin Gardner brings is athleticism. His feet. He's got such good feet. He was able to find a way to kind of bounce back, create enough space for him to step into that throw and get it out to Roundtree. And that's why he's okay at quarterback. He's done a good job today with very little preparation.
4 out of 6 for 64 yards. He's got time to throw on a play-action fake, and he throws down the middle going low. Robinson makes the grab out at the 48. That'll be another first down as Michigan goes to the air. Minnesota loading up against the run, daring Devin Gardner to throw it, and he has met the challenge.
And again, against the pass rush, what does he do, Frank? He sidesteps, but gets his feet back in position to throw the football. That's his athletic ability, and he's able to get
more heavy traffic.
complete the ball.
Yeah, the Aaron Cochran, the defensive end, got around the corner to put some pressure on him. First down, and now with a single setback, Fitz Toussaint getting the handoff right side, straight ahead, over midfield, and then he is stood up and knocked back by Derek Wells, the safety. But they'll give him about 4 yards on the play. Down to the 48-yard line goes Fitz Toussaint.
One thing you like about this Minnesota team, Frank, I don't know if you noticed it here in the first half, boy, they're sure tacklers, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been good.
Vereen and Wells both have great form and great fundamental tackling skills, and if you're going to make them miss, you're going to have to do something.
Well, their numbers are so improved defensively. I'll give you some examples in a moment. 4 receivers, but they're very tight to the line of scrimmage. Gardner, a short drop, throws, caught by Funchess on a little curl route. You got 3 defenders there trying to rip the ball out. Aaron Hill will hold on for the tackle, and it'll be a first down to the 41 of Minnesota. You talk about fitting one in, and Devin did right there. He shoehorned that pass.
And that's a good catch by Funchess because he's in traffic. Ball's down and a little bit behind him. He's got 2 guys on either side. He's able to dig that ball out of their hands and into his hands.
Last year through 8 games, Minnesota had allowed 272 points. This year, 185. I formation now on first down at the Minnesota 41. Play action fake, quick throw to the right on a screen to Gallen, incomplete, and Gallen is shaken up. Devin didn't throw that one very well, and part of the reason was he had pressure coming in a hurry. He turned around to set up, and there was a defender almost right in his face.
Now, and that time, Derek Wells, again, I almost thought he should have gotten a penalty on that play because you could see the ball wasn't catchable, and he hit Jeremy Gallen right in the head with a forearm. I thought that was really close to being unsportsmanlike or unnecessary roughness, but no flag.
Oh, boy, you're right. That ball's on the ground when he came up and hit him with a shoulder right in the head. Let's go down to Crash.
Yeah, the way he got bent over there, it looked like it might be on his right leg something as Paul Schmidt got out there.
Last play, grabbed his knee.
Yeah, Devin Funchess came up limping after, actually 2 plays prior to the one where he made that catch. This could be an important injury on a day where Michigan's going to have to manufacture some offense. Who's the guy that gets the ball in the jet sweep?
Joe Reynolds of Rochester Adams.
You'll be happy if that's the case.
Getting back to this Minnesota defense for a moment, we mentioned that through 8 games they have given up 87 fewer points than they did last year. Think about that. Almost 11 points per game less than a year ago. In total yardage last year, they were allowing 431 yards yards a game. This year they're giving up 338.
Yeah, and they're sixth in the Big Ten in total defense.
Here's another Ross.
Right, but I mean, sixth
And I
in
know
the Big
they're
Ten.
everywhere.
When you got defenses like Michigan State out there,
Right, Dad?
Michigan, which has been really good.
Second in XD right now, Michigan.
The improvement has been remarkable defensively, and you can see it how it plays out here. They're very physical. Their two safeties, I think, Vereen and Wells, both are very physical players, and their defensive front is doing well. The guy that's having the biggest trouble today, in my judgment, was Ricky Barnum. He's just getting banged around in there by that defensive front and not getting much done.
Gallen helped off the field. Here's Gardner running quarterback draw to the right. Little cut to his left, a subtle little move to pick up about 4 down to the 37.
See, now that's the play where...
What am I doing on my Saturday?
What?
One of my days off?
About 30 yards.
What?
Exactly.
Sitting in
There
trash.
was a lot of room there. And
Yep.
while Devin Gardner's an athlete, don't get me wrong, Denard's quickness and his ability to accelerate out of a cut just makes him nearly unstoppable. And Devin Gardner's pretty good at it, but compared to Denard, he just doesn't have the same kind of speed.
Well, in fairness, nobody in the country
That's fair.
throws to Denard on that play.
That's true.
3rd down and 6 at the Minnesota 37. 3 receivers to the left. Gardner wants to throw. Here comes the blitz. He steps away from it, takes off with room. 35. Dodges a man. Denard like at the 30. Dances up the sideline. 25 and out of bounds around the 20.
Wish we
That was
would
a
take
great run by Devin
an interstate
Gardner
to get here.
18 yards. They're going to give him the 18-yard
Right?
line. And Michigan will have it in the red zone as the Wolverines try to take the lead here in Minneapolis.
The story of this game so far has been Devin Gardner's ability to avoid open guys in the pass rush and give himself, one, time to throw or get his feet set to throw or scramble away. That so far has been the story of this football game.
James Manuel, the linebacker, had a free shot on a blitz and ran right by him.
Timeout, Michigan there first.
So the Wolverines call a timeout. Michigan has ended its touchdown drought with a pass from Gardner to Dillio midway through the second quarter, and now in 1:43 to go in the half, they have a chance to take the lead. They're at the 18-yard line, and they got a first down.
Enjoy any bagel for just 99 cents plus applicable taxes with the purchase of a coffee at any Tim Hortons Cafe Shake Shop, where quality meets value. Participating U.S. restaurants for a limited time only.
Michigan had gone almost 10 full quarters without a touchdown until that Gardner throw to Dillio midway through the second quarter, and now Devins followed up that 91-yard drive with another long one right here.
Well,
They started back on the 10-yard line.
Another nice thing that we see in this position, or possession is down. Gallen is back in the ballgame, so that injury must not have been serious.
And Funchess was in on the last play. Gallen and Jackson split short side to the right. Dillio slot left, Roundtree wide left. And here's Gardner running left. Going to throw it up the sideline. Caught by Dillio at the 10. And as he turns upfield, he is pushed out of bounds over there by Martez Shabazz, the junior out of DeSoto, Texas. That'll be a gain of about 9. It's 2nd down and 1 at the 9 with 1:36 to go in the half.
Really good block by Vincent Smith that time. Defensive end Ben Perry. I mean, small kid, small back, Vincent Smith, but able to log him inside and get Devin Gardner outside the Minnesota defense to throw the ball.
Gardner 8 out of 11 for 119 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Left hash, he hands the ball to Rawls, powering straight ahead, and he's got the first down to the 6-yard line. In the red zone this year, Michigan is 89% efficient. 25 out of 28 times they've been down there, they've scored. The bad news is only 14 of those 28 trips have resulted in touchdowns. And for Brady Hoke and Al Borges is liking Brando, that's way too many field goals.
Especially the last 2 weeks. They just have not been able to stick it in the end zone, and they want to do that here against Minnesota.
Minnesota's going to call timeout now with a minute 7 remaining in the half. And Michigan, first down, goal to go down at the goal for 6.
Well, Frank, while we got the time, let's, I guess we got some time talking a little bit about Devin Gardner and what we've receiver, man. It was a surprise that he gets the start after just a week's worth of practice. And like I told you a minute ago, I really believe the difference in this game offensively is his ability to ad-lib and get himself out of jams with his feet against pass rushes.
First quarter, Michigan had 2 yards in offense, Brando. Here in the second quarter, they have 186 yards.
Nice adjustment by Borges, and I think, too, throwing the football and letting Devin Gardner, kind of giving him his head and letting him throw the ball downfield. And he's done a great job of getting open and giving himself time with his feet. Let's go to the sidelines and crash.
Yeah, guys, just a couple things in that timeout. Radio came over, gave Devin Gardner a hug, had some words into his ear hole. Then Denard Robinson gave Devin a real pep talk. You can tell that 16 is enjoying the success so far at Gardner in this game.
Yeah, Minnesota, by the way, has been held to 15 yards in offense here in the second quarter after 83 yards in the first. For the left hash, first and goal. Tucson in the gun to Gardner's right. Good throw against the blitz. Now Tucson runs down to the 5. Still fighting his tacklers hit him. He's to the 3-yard line. Well, that was a good run. And Roland Johnson gets credit for the tackle. They'll place the ball on the floor.
They are running safeties up in between the guard center gap, unblocked. That time, Fitz Tucson had to come over late and get a piece of the safety, or Devin Gardner's sacked. But that block by Tucson gave him a little crease.
We're adding a couple seconds to the clock. I guess the clock kept running there when it shouldn't have. 58 seconds to go before the intermission. 7-7 our score. The Wolverines' second down goal to go at the 4. Just a reminder, when you're in Sault Ste. Marie, you can listen to U of M football on the Sioux Sports Leader, ESPN 1400 WKNW.
Great community up there. I can stand there and relax and watch the boats go through. It's the silliest
There it is, right there.
It's the silliest thing. I mean, they don't move hardly at all, but you stand there mesmerized by the big freighters going up and down, and
Well, you appreciate what man has done.
absolutely.
The great inventions that we've come up with.
It's an amazing invention, those Sulaks.
Out to the left, round tree in the slot. Gallen is wide. Gardner directly under center. Has Tucson behind him. Fakes to Fitz. Rolling out to the wide side right. Fires in the end zone. Incomplete. Intended down there for Funchess. Pretty good coverage by Shabazz. And that's going to bring up third down. Kind of a risky throw right there, Brando.
That's, again, the decision-making that I think you're seeing that just 1 week of practice.
You know what? On a replay, he really threw that in a good spot, as you saw.
But again, I think maybe you might have been better served running it and trying to get to the edge or out of bounds.
Are they open?
Third down and goal at the 4.
Yep.
Gardner directly under center with an I formation now. Hopkins in front of Tucson.
So, I'm stopping the camera.